Alright guys, so we're back with another video. This is just going to be an intro to an introduction for the new video. I promised y'all that whoever would guess the weight of the scrap metal that we went to go throw away, whoever got closest, I was going to send them a gift card and a hat. It ain't much, but you know what? I figured I could do like a $50 gift card and a free hat. Christmas is almost coming up. 50 bucks comes a long way when the holidays are here. So I ended up writing everything down on a notepad. Let me call my little girl real quick to bring it. Anneli,
yeah?
bring the notepad, please.
Okay.
It's right there. You got it? When you have little kids, hold on, come here.
Yeah.
You look beautiful.
Thank
Come here. You're all in the Christmas spirit. As y'all can tell, my wife's been in the Christmas spirit for like a week already. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Tell them good luck, everybody, whoever guessed on the weight.
Good luck, everybody.
Tell them whoever guessed on the weight.
Oh, we're just on the way.
I
I don't know what you're talking about.
Love you.
Love you.
So basically, when you have kids, these are the type of notebooks you write on. But let's see real quick. All right, so the first box was 3,896 pounds minus the tare weight of the actual box, which was 866. So that comes out to 3,033 on the first box. The second box we had, which was the bigger box, that one weighed 4,270 minus 909, which equals out 3,361. And then the sheets were 1,026 pounds just in the sheets, which equals out to 7,420 pounds. So on this first video, I'm gonna put the winner on the first pinned comment down below. I'm gonna give them about 24 hours to respond to me. I'll tell them to hit me up on IG or something like that, and I'll send them a $50 Visa gift card and a hat of his liking or whatever. So like I said, guys, my wife's in the Christmas spirit. Huge shout out to her. She's holding the phone right now, and yeah, so congratulations. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I'm gonna do more of these. You know what, every other video I'm gonna try to do something small like that. I can't afford too much, you know what I'm saying? I got a family, I'm the sole provider here, so don't expect no $500 gift card or something like that for me, at least not yet. Wait till the channel grows and we'll be more than happy to do something like that. Oh, and by the way, we just hit 18,000 subscribers, so hell yeah. Well, I was about to start this video, but apparently my gate being closed and my shop door being halfway open means we're open, but whatever, I'm here. Let me go take care of these guys real quick, guys. I'll be right back. Alright guys, now we're back with another video. I apologize for that. It was a group of guys, they were actually from out of town. They came in to buy some stuff. They didn't know we were closed today, so hey, you know what? I apologize for what I said. I didn't mean to say that we were closed or whatnot. But usually when you go to a business and the gates are closed and stuff like that, you assume they're closed. Just because someone's there doesn't mean, hey, we're open for business. But I'm not like that. I opened up the gate real quick. I slid it open. I went out there, said hi. They told me what they needed. I took care of them. And now they're on their jolly way all the way back to Dallas, Texas. It's a pretty humbling feeling, man, that they drove from Dallas, Texas just to come get some flip kits and sea nachos from me. So that was pretty cool. Guys, I want to start this video off a little bit different than most videos. Usually at the end of the video, I always say thank you to a couple of people or whatnot. Here recently, I've been noticing that a lot of you guys have been watching my videos. Y'all comment on my videos and stuff like that. And I greatly appreciate that. So I want to start just by basically sending a huge shout out. First one is JMG_2_slow. I seen him comment a couple of times. My boy Adrian Rivera, he always comments on my stuff too. Superior, low boosted Accord. Who else? Oh, El del Wasache. Guys, this is the guy that, this guy's cool as fuck. We're hours away, but man, me and him, we kind of communicate on Instagram and whatnot. I met him at the shootout, I believe, or OTM. I don't know, it was either the shootout or OTM. But that guy's cool as hell, man. He has his own little YouTube channel. He shows you how to do like color match and paint, and he's always going out to meet y Cando Palo and stuff like that. It's a real good channel. I enjoy it. I go watch it. Sometimes I forget to drop a comment or whatever, but just letting him know I do watch the videos. I like the videos, and I like to show support. He always shows support. So El del Wasache, I'm gonna put his YouTube right here at the bottom. Y'all make sure to go follow him. You know what, as a matter of fact, on the first comment down below pinned, I'm gonna put his YouTube channel. Go click on it. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel. Guys, we're on the road at 18,000 subscribers in a year and a half. I didn't think I would ever hit 18,000. The first 1,000 seemed like it was impossible. We got to 2,000. I was like, all right, cool. You know, the road to 5,000 was long. The road to 10,000 was long. The road to 15,000 was long. And we're almost at 20,000. If you can help me by hitting that subscribe button, man, that'd be great. 18,000 subscribers to some mean a lot. To me, that means the world. But yeah, shout out to them. Who else? Let's see. Shout out to Frank Toys, man. He's always commenting on my videos too. I like to reply to him, man. He usually writes pretty long comments. He analyzes the videos, he pays attention and stuff like that, and that's pretty dope. Shout out to Julio Lopez. That's Lopez Micheladas, man. Ese señor, yo lo aprecio bastante. Him, his wife, his son, his daughter, man, they always take care of us. Every time we're at a show or something, man, they always keep us hydrated. Them guys, man, they deserve a lot more recognition that they have. Not that they don't have it, they do have it, and they always have a nice little setup, man. The guy has a little DJ booth at the shows, shouting out everybody that always takes care of him. Even if you don't take care of him, man, he always shouts you out. And that's badass because you're at a show, people shout you out. Some people don't even know who it is, but they'll be like, oh, hey, shout out to the setup. And they'll be like, oh, that's the guy from the setup. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Julio, man, his wife, his son, his daughter. They're always taking care of us. They're always on point taking care of us. So shout out to him as well. Shout out to Juan Ramirez. That's my boy, longtime customer, a crew member. He be coming on my videos sometimes too. I know he watches. He may act like he don't, but I know he does. So shout out to him too. Shout out to Jason, SNOD Grass, Snodgrass, something like that. But he be coming on my videos too. He's from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Shout out to him. Shout out to Adam Flores as well. He be coming on the videos, so shout out to that guy. Hector Martinez, I be seeing he comments on my videos as well. So guys, like I said, I just wanted to start this video off a little bit different. Wanted to send a couple of shout out to a couple of you guys out there. And oh look, my parents just showed up. So now I got that extra help. They found out that I was here at the shop on a Monday, and she's like, my mom's like, mijo, ¿cómo va a estar solo? Ahí vamos para allá. I said, Mom, I got this, Mom, don't worry about it. She's like, nope, I'm on my way, I'm gonna go help you. My wife couldn't be here because the baby likes to be running around, and this is no place for a baby. That's why I can't wait for Tito to build me my office. You shout out to Tito from On The Gas. Shout out to On The Gas guys. Yeah, shout out to all the YouTubers and everything out there. Just like I said, I wanted to send a special shout out to everybody. And that's pretty much it. Right now, we're going to get to work on this 2020. I'm going to show you how easy it is to take off this 3-link. This is the truck that we built. 2 days later, they were swinging it. He went through a set of 26-inch tires, swapped them out, put a brand new set of stock tires, and went through those tires. And I'm going to show you all that carnage that he did, and not one link, not one tab, nothing like that bent on this truck. So we're going to take it off. We're going to send it off to the powder coaters, and then get everything powder coated. He wanted to switch it up a little bit. He said he loved the work so much, he wants to take the doghouse out so that people in New Mexico can't see it. So let's get this stuff going, guys. I'm going to show you what tools you're going to need and everything, and we're going to start taking this thing apart. All right, guys, so check it out. My parents are already here. My dad literally just pulled up, and immediately he's like, what do you need? Le traete una llave 24, una perica, y una racha de media. He started getting on it real quick, so huge shout out to him. Literally, guys, this is what you're going to need. When we do a 3-link setup on your truck, this is all you're going to need, and let me show you what they're for. So 24, you're going to need it. That's going to be for your 3-link, upper tabs, lower tabs. That takes all that off real quick. Caliper bracket, you need an 18. 19 is going to be for the coilover. Actually, the 19 is going to be for the coilovers, the bottom and the upper bolt. And the last one that you're going to need is a 9/16. The 9/16 is basically going to be for the little tabs that slide your coilover up and down. Besides that, you won't need anything else. These are the sockets you will need. Yes, you will need like a 1/2-inch impact, which we got, or a 1/2-inch ratchet. You'll need a perica or a 24, and that's pretty much about it. I'd rather just do a perica. It's real easy. You just put it on the back and then slide the bolts out. Coilovers will come out. First, what you want to do is you want to pick up the whole truck, put it on jack stands through the whole frame, and then you're going to get a jack and put it on the diff. So whenever we disconnect the brakes, we're going to take them off, hang them onto the frame. That way they're not hanging. I hate leaving calipers hanging when we're doing a job. We even got these little special hooks that'll hook up to the caliper and hook up to the frame. That way we don't damage anything. So the next step would be basically, we'll slide a jack under there, we'll pick it up a little bit, release some stress off of the coilovers. We'll take the coilovers off, and then from there we'll jump to the back and take the panhard bar off. This one does have a panhard bar. Like I said, it has very minimal play up and down. So what we were trying to do is when he swung it, the diff would stay stable inside the bed. It wouldn't be moving left and right like a lot of these trucks that you see out there. This one was doing damage. Like I said, it went through a set of 26-inch tires, brand new tires. He went through them and then took them off, went right back into the pit with a brand new set of stocks and went through those as well. So now he has brand new 26-inch tires that he could take out there and do it again. Like I said though, we're gonna do that. Once we take that off, we'll set the diff on jack stands, and then we're gonna take the upper wishbone off. Well, I say upper because it's on top, but it ain't like it has a lower one. We'll take the wishbone out, and then we'll jump to the lower links. Once we do that, we can literally pull the whole diff off. We're gonna release the brakes and everything off of it. We can pull the whole diff off. We'll drain it, clean it. We'll remove the posi unit. We'll remove the bearings, the pinion, outer bearings, seals, and everything, so that we can send that off to Powdercoat as well. On the 3-link, we're gonna take all the bushing, sleeves, everything. We're gonna clean it all up. My boy Jose at Superior is gonna take care of all the powder coating for us. So let's get the show on the road, guys. Let's start taking this thing apart now. All right, so we started off by taking the harness off. As you can see, little 10mm bolt will take off the ABS sensor, red clip, and then this bracket right here is hooked up to the back of the axle. So we took that one off too. That one is actually a 13. Took that off. Now we got to take off this bracket right here. That is a self-tapper that we ended up putting right there so it could hold the brake line in place. We're gonna go ahead and take that off, grab this caliper, and we're gonna hang it up right here against the frame with a tie strap. It's actually a heavy duty tie strap. We couldn't find the hangers right now, but we're gonna hang it up right here and get it out the way. All right, so now we're gonna take the caliper bolts off right here, and those are 9/16. Just like that. And the top one, we're gonna get it off with the wrench. And that was on there tight. All right, got that off. And like I said, we're gonna run a zip tie around the frame to the caliper. Couldn't find my hangers. I'm gonna have to ask the guys where they're at. They're probably on another truck. But these heavy duty zip ties will work. Just like that, caliper stays hanging on the frame. It ain't going nowhere. That way, whenever we drop the diff, these stay stuck on here and they're not hanging. So next, I gotta unhook the brake lines on the other side and go from there. All right, so we just repeated the same process on the other side. Now I'm gonna let go of the panhard bar. Once we remove the panhard bar, we're gonna switch over and take the coilovers off. I already got a jack holding up the rear end, and basically what I'm doing that for is so that way I could drop the diff down a little bit so I could be able to take the caliper brackets off with the brake pads and disconnect the brake lines from the top of the diff. Quiero ser. Oh, man. Me gusta que está bien centrado porque es un panhard bar, father. Y eso usualmente cuando los quitas te avienta el diferencial para un lado o algo. Y esto no lo aventó para nada, que significa que el 3-link está 100% centrado con madre. Bam, so the panhard bar is off. I don't know if y'all can see it, but here it is. This is going off the Powdercoat. Alright, so I don't know if y'all can see it, but I already took the one bolt off from the bottom. Like I said, I like to keep my hardware together so we don't lose anything. Put that back on there. I'm gonna do the other side, and what that's gonna allow me to do is to be able to drop the diff down enough to where I can get the bolts off from the bottom, from the top, and take everything off. Alright guys, so we ended up putting the differential on some small jack stands that my dad just brought me. We already unhooked all the ABS sensors. We hooked up the top, on top of these differential, it has two 12mm bolts that hold down the brake lines and the ABS sensors. We already disconnected that, disconnected the coilovers. We already took the panhard bar off. What else? Calipers is gone. So the only thing holding this thing together right now is our 3-link that we built for this truck. I'm not too sure. I think I'm gonna probably I'm gonna set it on the jack stands, take the lower ones off, and then do the top ones, or vice versa. I really don't know. The drive shaft's not hooked up. I forgot to tell you. I gotta take the drive shaft off, and the way you take that off is with a swivel 15mm socket, and it just pops right off. So we are gonna send this drive shaft out to get a custom steel one because this one's way too big, and it's just touching just a little bit because it is static dropped. So get a steel drive shaft made for it, real thin, so it should work, and then get it balanced and bring it back in. When everything's powder coated and everything, we'll install everything back on. So let me start taking off the 3-link and everything right now. All right guys, so check it out. The differential is out. Bam, todo era My dad helped me out real quick. Pretty much had it on jack stands and it was pretty quick, but we ended up tag teaming it, you know what I'm saying? So he helped me get it off just to slide it out. The tabs on the bottom got a little scratch, but it don't matter because we are gonna powder coat it. By the time it comes back, then we're gonna be very careful with it and make sure not to scratch anything. We ain't gonna drag it. What we'll do is we'll put cardboard on the bottom. We'll raise up the truck higher so that way we could slide it in there. When we use jacks and stuff like that, we use terry towels so that way it doesn't scratch the powder coat or anything like that. And right now, the only thing to do is to take off the links off of the truck, and we are done. Check it out. So those are real easy. I'll get those out right now, and then the top one just has one 24mm bolt that we're gonna take off, and that's it. Right now, we're gonna start disassembling the whole rear end, take out the axles, all the posi unit, and everything. So we'll pretty much leave it out here. It don't matter because it's about to get sandblasted and powder coated. So we'll probably leave it out here so I can go. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna load it up on my truck so that we can take it to him right now. Might as well do it. We're already here, you know. All right, so everything's out. This is the stuff that no one shows you. A big guy like me crawling out of a truck that low, no bueno. Woo! ¿Está bien? ¿A ver, quitarle el aceite? ¿Ya le quitar el aceite?
Sí.
Ese pinche, el silicone que usamos es para diferenciales y ese, el marca bueno y jala con madre. Va a tener que traerte como un desarmador ya. Ya todo el desmadre. 3 days, you know? Esos tornillos estamos en la caja y eso lo vamos a mandar a Powdercoat. Okay, so as you can tell, this one does have a full posi unit on it. My dad already drained out the oil. He ended up taking this off, screwed it out, pulled out the C-clips, pulled out the little spacer that's in there, and the axles are ready to come out. ¿Estira eso para afuera? ¿Ahí está?
¿Saco?
Ya, sácalo todo. All right, so now we're gonna take these off. We're gonna mark everything, what goes on what side, because this one was perfectly shimmed and all that. So we're gonna pull this out real quick and then cover it back up, and it's off to get powder coated. We're probably gonna end up leaving the seals in there because I don't know. We're just probably gonna leave them in there. We're gonna have to replace them brand new anyway, so it don't really matter. So let's pull these out real quick, drain the fluid, and get it ready to load it up so we send it to the powder coater. All right, guys. So these are size 18s. Let's start taking them out real quick. Like I said, we like to mark everything so that it's 100% where it's supposed to go. My guys ain't dumb. Nobody here is dumb. We all know how it goes, but you just never know. So we're marking everything right now as we speak before we pull the posi unit out. That way we could cover it back up and get it ready for powder coat. All right, guys, so they have it completely stripped down from the ass end of this truck. 3-link. We ended up taking the backing plates from the brakes, some brackets. What else? We took the axles out, taking the whole diff with the cover. And then right now we just took apart the Out in American coilovers, which these are the springs that we're gonna get powder coated. They're gonna get powder coated red Baron. If I'm not mistaken, it's like a real bright cherry red. But yeah, we're fixing to load all this stuff up in the truck. Me and my pops are fixing to go outside. The thing is that it's raining, so I don't want to go outside right now. It's kind of cold. And then once we get it loaded up, I'm gonna head over to Jose's, drop everything off, and call it a day. Frio cuz. All right, guys, so we're on our way. Check it out. No pinche murero, pero we're on our way to drop off all the parts at the powder coaters as quick as we can because we are in a crunch time. He's in a crunch time and he's doing me a favor of having this ready in a day. So we're gonna haul ass over there, go drop it off with my boy Jose. Usually the turnaround from him is about less than a week, no matter how many parts we take them, what color it is or anything like that. If we order the color ahead of time, the turnaround is usually about a week. It's usually about a week. So man, he always takes care of us. But this truck is trying to go to Freddie LSX show, so we're trying to hurry up and get it done as quick as possible. So right now I'm on my way up there. I'm gonna go drop this off and cross my fingers and hope that everything's done in time. All right, guys, we just arrived. Oh, pinches wiper blades, no valen madre, wey. All right, guys, so we just arrived to my boy's shop. We're about to unload, guys. Get this powder coating done real quick. All right, so we just dropped everything off with my boy Jose. Mira. ¿Qué onda, Dad? Un saludito para quién?
Aquí los de Superior Dad.
A los de Enrastra, ¿no?
¿Eh?
A los de Enrastra, ¿no?
Rastra, One Love Family.
Con cuidado, güey.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just dropped everything off. And this is Jose. It's El Hijo. He's the younger guy. He works here too. They're both named Jose. So just dropped everything off, man. This day is shitty. It's cold. It's raining. Y'all do a mile-long burnout? It only did that because it was raining. But yeah, guys, let's head back to the shop because we're hungry. It's 3:30 p.m. and I got a lot of shit to do right now. All right, guys, so we're back at the shop. I'm working on some little fillers right now. Working on Static Leo's truck, and what we're doing right now is we're doing more of a kind of like a wire tuck kind of deal or whatever. We're running lines for the hydro boost, making little filler plates for the firewall and stuff like that, just to take off any holes that are not necessary. That because we did the firewall a lot bigger, so we're gonna go ahead and cover them. I already cut his out, which are right there. Then I got one more. Let me check. Yeah, we got some filler plates for his done already, and then right now we're doing one. I don't know if you can see it, but look, I drilled out the holes. I need to round this corner off and then re-drill holes on this one. I did it about an inch too long. It didn't look right. It didn't look proportionate on the truck, so I'm gonna go ahead and do another one. And it's crazy because I'm doing one for this one, and then we're doing Scarface's sapphire, and it needs the same thing. So either we put it on this one, we put it on that one. It don't matter. It's crazy that one's a 99 06 and one's a 97 to 03 Ford. This is a Chevy, and I need to make two identical plates. That's pretty dope. I know PPE, but I'm standing away from it. I'm not even looking at it. I was gonna cut these on the plasma table, but it was something so small, and I was like, you know what? It ain't even worth it. I already marked it all out where I'm gonna re-drill the holes. Where's my marker at? They're just about catty corner to each. They're about 1/8 of an inch away from the corner. So I had already marked some lines. You couldn't see it because I grinded it, but I can see the dots where I had them at. And I'm gonna go ahead and pre-drill them. That way we could just go over there, self-tap them into the firewall. On this one, they're gonna be welded on sapphire. I can't weld them because the harness and everything is already ran through there, so I can't really do anything about it. So let's get to it, guys. All right, so we got the hose drilled out, as you can see right there. We're gonna go ahead and clean them off real quick and go put them on the truck. So check it out, guys. I don't know if you can see it from here. That's exactly where it's gonna go. I don't know. Can you see it? Well, I guess you can kind of see it a little bit, but right there. That's exactly where it's gonna go. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark it. And that's basically just to cover up any noise that's going inside the cab. Like I said, this truck is gutted, There's no carpet. So having holes all over your firewall is just gonna make it that much louder. And then any heat that's coming out of here, you're gonna feel it inside. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover that up and then move on. I got two more. No, actually 1, 2. Well, damn, this truck has a shitload of hose. So I'm gonna do, well, you know what? For one, I'm gonna do a big one. I'm gonna cover it up with tape, draw it out by hand, cut it out, and then go put it on there. But I'm gonna cover up 1, 2, 3, about 3 or 4. So one's a big one, and that's it. Let me bolt this one in, and we should be good to go. All right, guys. So for those of you that have never done this before, I'm gonna show you. Nah, you can't even see me. Hold on. All right, so for those of you that have never done this before, I'm gonna show you how to make a stencil out of tape. Basically, all we're gonna do is we're gonna cover up the holes with tape, and then with the marker, we're gonna draw out what we want. As soon as we draw that out, we'll peel the tape off, take it back to a sheet of metal. We'll get a razor blade, cut it all the way around, peel the tape off, and then cut the bracket out. So I'll show y'all that here in a little bit. Well, let me try that again because that firewall is dirty. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and clean it with a little bit of degreaser. And as you can tell, it was super dirty. So I'm guessing at one point or another, he had a little bit of oil, I guess, spit out on the firewall or something, because I put the tape on there and it just completely came off. So let's try this one more time. All right, so now that that's on there, we're gonna go ahead and trace it with the Sharpie, peel it off, go put it on the table, and cut it out. All right, so we just did a little rough draft real quick. Bam, you got your stencil. All right, so we got a clean piece of metal right here, and all we're gonna do is get this tape, and we're gonna press it on there. Just like that. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and get a razor blade. When doing this though, you wanna overcut, don't undercut. So basically what I mean by that is you don't wanna cut it too close to the line that you actually drew, because let's say you cut it like directly on that line, and then you get that piece of metal and you go and you put it on, and it's too short, well then you just ruined that piece of metal. So basically you just lost about, I don't know, let's say a couple of dollars in metal and let's say 20 minutes of your time. Time is money, man. Time is very valuable. So cut it one time. If it doesn't fit, you can start massaging it down with a flat wheel or a belt sander or something, and it's okay. Nothing's gonna happen. If you overcut it, then you gotta throw that piece away because it's not gonna fit. So let me go ahead and start cutting this out real quick. All right, so once you cut it, just peel off the tape. All right, so check it out. So now you got your stencil, it's on the metal, and I'm pretty sure there's other ways of doing it. Like I said, I overcut, I didn't cut inside the line, I cut outside the line. That way, if it's too big, I can start massaging it down. So right now, I'm gonna go over here. I got a little cutter that we're gonna use. I'm gonna just do a rough cut, and like I said, I'm gonna massage it down with the belt sander or the flat wheel, whichever one's easier for me and convenient right now, and go from there. So yeah, check it out. All right, so I got it as close as I could. As you can tell, there's still a little piece in the center. And I want to say it's about a little ½ inch that I couldn't reach with that because I did not want to cut through the piece, weld it, grind it smooth again so it could look like it's all one piece. But we'll go ahead and take care of that with the cutting wheel. I'll just, I'll use the cutting wheel, and then I'm gonna use the flap wheel to go all the way around it, make it all smooth. And it should fit right the first time. If it's too big, then I'll round it off a little bit. Now that I am gonna use a cutting disc, I will use my proper PPE because I don't want to lose an eye or lose my vision or something, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much the shape. It looks like a big turd, possibly a pickle. I don't know. What do y'all think? Turd or pickle? Wait, I shouldn't be holding that to my face like that. But yeah, so that's pretty much the shape. Right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just round off all the edges and everything, make it look a lot neater, and then go try it on. Bam, perfect fit the first time. ¿Qué más quieres, papá? So right now all we're gonna do is we're gonna mark one right here and right here, just to hold that in place. Like I said, it's nothing special. Oh, you know what? We'll do one right here too. All right, so we'll disregard this one right here. We'll do these two right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that we got our holes marked, we can start drilling them out. Bam, just like that. We're gonna go ahead, clean it up, and go install it on the truck. My bad, I had to flip my hat backwards because you couldn't even see me. Yes, we are gonna install these on the truck, but after we install them on the truck, I'll go ahead and take them off tomorrow, and then I'll sand them down real nice and neat, edge primer, and then paint them black. If he ever wants to paint them a different color, that's up to him, but I mean, we're not gonna do any color matching or anything like that here, you know? And like I said, it's a burnout truck, you know, he doesn't have carpet, it doesn't have all kinds of stuff, so he ain't worried about shaving his firewall and color matching and everything. At least not right now, unless he ever turns it into like a sick ass, like a full-blown show truck slash burnout truck, then I'm sure we could go in there and we'll cover up all the holes for him or whatever. So there you have the hose, nice and clean. Let's go install it. Alright guys, so there you have it. Nothing too crazy, just something functional that's gonna work, that's gonna keep heat from outside of the cab, noise reduction a little bit. So like I said, it was just some quick templates, bolted down into the firewall, nothing too crazy. Doesn't require any real skills to do this, just having the proper tools and you'll get it done right the first time. So that one covered all 3 holes, and then that one covered, it was a huge hole. I think it measured like 2.5 inches by 8 inches, and that one covered that one as well. Next, we're gonna do that one right there tomorrow, and the one over there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Hold on. That one. That one's gonna be tricky though because it has a harness, so I'm gonna have to do my best to cover it up without messing any of those wires up. What I think I'm gonna do there is probably gonna get like a rubber mat that's gonna accommodate those wires. If not, I'll think of something, a metal plate with like some grommet around it or something like that to protect the wires. It has wire loom and all that, but still, you never know. As it is right now, those wires are actually in danger, man. It's a big no-no to run wires like that. I wasn't gonna unplug all these harnesses and mess with the truck. My specialty is not wiring on like swaps and whatever. I could do a whole bunch of wiring on like rock lights, systems and stuff like that. I could take care of that, but when it comes down to these swaps or whatever, I do not want to mess with it. So I'm just gonna do the best I can to protect those wires and cover up that hole. For now, we cover up the 2 big main ones. Tomorrow, we'll take care of the other 2. All right, guys, so there you have it. Just a quick video of basically what I do on my Mondays that I'm actually off. Like I said, most of the time the gate's closed, the big overhead door is closed as well. Do me a favor, guys. I don't mind taking care of you guys, but it is my day off. It's the day that I want to come in and take care of all my shipping, take care of all my business that I got to do here, my cutting parts, little odds and ends like that I'm going out of my way for a customer because he wants to pay extra or he has a deadline or whatever. It's nothing too crazy, but like I said, if I come in on my Monday off and I'm taking care of customer after customer after customer, I'll never be able to do nothing. So, which is why we have Mondays off. Monday's the day that I get to come in here and take care of all my stuff without any interruptions, without any phone calls and whatnot. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. It was just something small, something like a little how-to, something that you actually see me getting my hands greasy, dirty, cut, grinded on, whatever. So everything from the 2020 is at Powdercoat already. So that was my goal for today, was to get all the suspension off, cleaned, remove everything from the diff, and then take it to Powdercoat. So my boy Jose's gonna take care of it. Thank God for people like him, man. We owe them a lot because they always come through for us no matter what. And then the firewall on Scarface, Ruben's truck, Sapphire. So I got the 2 main holes taken care of. Now tomorrow I just need 2 small ones, which shouldn't be a big. I should have them done in about 30-40 minutes. Nothing too crazy. And then off to the alignment it goes so that he can come pick it up. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Guys, drop a comment down below, man. It helps with the people getting recommended to this video and stuff like that. I believe it's called the algorithm or something like that for YouTube. But leave a comment down below, man. Let me know what y'all think. I got more exciting stuff, guys. So I'm going to start recording as much as I can. And hopefully y'all are here to watch the next video. Y'all peace out.